Now it's easier. Maybe. And other lies I will tell myself. Okay. I'm streaming so I can stream.
Hello, check 1, 2.
Checking 1 and 2. What do we have?
Okay.
Hi.
Yep. Audio audio is fine.
Wonderful. Okie doke.
Oh, fuck. Michael Caine. Anybody know Michael Caine?
Off the top of my head, no.
Oh,
The best
come on.
British actors. He was in Now You See Him, mate. Michael Caine.
Go.
Yeah, I know Michael Caine.
Yeah, he's retiring from acting.
Oh, the
I mean, he is
actor
like
Michael Caine.
88.
Say that again, sorry, Paige?
He is like in his 80s.
Yeah, he's 88.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's had a good run, he has.
Great actor.
Make it sound like he's dying.
He's just stepping out of the spotlight, so.
He's had a good run.
Okie doke.
Bitch, I'm still alive.
Alrighty. If everybody is ready, which you all have been, I'm asking that more for myself. Am I ready? No.
No.
I'm more than ready. Alright.
And other funny lies you can tell yourself.
Yeah. So, when last we left off in this campaign, you all had been hired by a group of brothers, monks, to go down into the crypts of their cemetery in an attempt to rid them of certain undead disturbances which had been happening down there. As your party ventured into this cavern, you were met with 2 floating skulls, followed quickly behind by a massive beast, a undead giant, I believe it was, which brought Berthold to the brink of death, and caused no small scare amongst the party. Upon completion and eradication of these beasts, it was discovered via the natural perceptiveness of the party that the flames still flickered on the skulls, and the ogre giant ogre, attempted to rise and attack again. A search was made throughout the room in order to find what would permanently end these creatures, and it was discovered that holy water, encased in some vials along the walls, would be required to permanently end these. Upon killing these creatures, it was asked if the party should continue on or should momentarily wait and go back above to collect a bounty using what they have already accomplished. But from inside the inner chambers, there was still some shifting movement, and things and beasts still echoed. At this point in time, we were last together, and I will say to you, my party, what would you like to do?
That's enough evidence, right? Or
Evidence for blue.
the bounty, I mean. I don't exactly feel like seeing another teammate die. Almost die.
Come on, he didn't actually die, okay?
I said almost.
You just preference for
You
like, a minute.
motherfucker! Where was this defense? Kage, I trusted you. My blood, tiefling brother. I thought you would jump in front of me.
Hey,
like
no luck for the man who
Helen.
fucking healed you.
A lot of us healed him.
Yeah.
I
majority of us
wasn't
healed you.
consciously here. I wasn't consciously here.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that your body was on autopilot or something?
Well, the way he blindly ran in, yeah.
Did GL make me blindly
Why am
run
I
in?
so loud?
GL, did you Leroy Jenkins me?
I did not, no. You would have died. If I had done that. I did not do that to you.
He was very strategic in making sure he didn't kill you.
It was a difficult task, but what had to be done for you to learn. Anyway.
When will you learn that your actions
Mr.
have
DM.
consequences?
Mr. DM, can I have a
Yes.
reminder on how much gold that we're gonna get?
You were able to convince the brothers that 25 gold pieces a person would be sufficient. Now, 3 of you went up and made this deal. Not all 6 of you.
Yeah, it was me, Kage, and
The preacher.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Merrick, Cordelia, and Togepi stayed behind.
No, we went and
they'll
got
pick him
herbs for
up.
the sketchy guy who wants love potion tea.
No comment. No comment on what is going to be done with that.
Do we have enough evidence to get these gold pieces?
Well, what was the
Thank you,
job? Was the job to just clarify if there was something down here or clear everything out?
Clear the disturbances.
Which means we got to go deeper in.
Yeah.
You hear the
Looking
saying
rather ominous.
coming from the doorway. As if
Where's
something...
the midget fucker when you need him?
He's still hiding in a box somewhere. I'm not sure he's aware the fighting stopped.
Colonel! I'm hiding in this box.
I say we move along then, see if there's any more disturbances.
Okay.
Sure, fine. Since we're not going to just call it a day here.
Alright. As you guys move forward...
Sorry. Can we do like a short, maybe long rest? Short rest, maybe.
Oh, we did.
We did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
you
did?
are
A
already
short,
short
long rest? Say
You
less.
already
I don't-
short rested.
We short rested?
Yeah, you would have short rested in order to try and save Berthold.
I don't know what spells I used.
I think my character reset too.
It says I used 1 first level spell slot, so I guess I'll go with that.
Okay.
We're all still level 4, correct?
Yes.
I think so.
Let me look at something here. Okay.
So, am I back up to my usual 30 HP? Or is it diminished a little bit?
You are there, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Damn, he's lucky.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. So, are you guys making your way into the cavern a little bit more?
I believe so.
All right. As you guys continue forward, with your passive perceptions, you hear the sound of scuttling coming from all around you, as well as a strange breeze blowing the scent of decay from further in the chamber. Are you guys moving forward stealthily or loud and proud?
I would like to stealth.
Okay.
Yep, stealth.
Alrighty.
Sure, stuff.
Everybody stealth. I want everybody to make stealth checks for me, please.
Oh, foggy. I forgot about those. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Do.
16.
Oops, wrong one.
I got an 11.
Okay.
$21.
Okay. 21. That's good.
Okay, so with my +6 modifier, that's 26.
You got a nat 20?
I got a nat 20 on the first roll.
Well
It's all downhill
done.
from here.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Okay, so that's pretty damn good. And, Preacher, what'd you roll?
Oh wait, I have to roll something?
Believe it or
We're
not, yeah.
stealthing.
Stealth.
Ah, stealth.
What did Paige get?
16.
Sorry, I was sweating it out on For Honor. Against a very honorable Nobushi.
Interesting. 14 for Merrick.
Well, let's see if I'm the polar opposite of Jamers.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a 21.
Alrighty. Alright. So, as you guys move in through the chamber, you come across some very, very large and rather discomforting spider webs littered about the room.
How big are those spider webs?
Looking at them, you can tell that they are about,
Giant spiders are probably...
you guys are making your way through. I'll ask Kagi and Cordelia to make
Aw
perception
shit,
checks.
we're in Skyrim.
To make perception checks for me.
Why me?
Because I'm believing that you guys are helming the front of the party because I was not told otherwise.
Put the healers up front.
I rolled a 10 with
17.
my modifier.
10 and a 17. Okay. Kagi, you
don't
see... you don't see anybody. You see eggs and larvae on the floor. Cordelia, as you look around, you notice that in the upper corner of that room, which I have sent into the chat, there are 4 very large spiders that don't seem to have noticed you yet. Because obviously I chose you to look for spiders because I know how much you love the furry little creatures.
You suck. I'm just gonna quietly tap Kage and direct his attention up to them. Because he's the one next to me, I guess.
Kagi, after being pointed at and to, you see these 4 arachnids in the upper corners of the room. They still do not appear to have noticed you.
Guys, I really don't want to alarm you.
You saying that makes me feel scared. What are you talking to me about?
But, if you look up, you'll see what I'm on about. If you don't want to look up, I suggest you,
I'm making a perception check.
start
Hold on.
The
backpacing.
creature looks straight down and begins backpacing.
Stop giving me DM ideas.
Okay, so I've got a 6 on a perception check, so all I see is ceiling.
Yes. Berthold literally looks up in the direction you are pointing, but the arachnids have shifted. They are actually no longer there, as Berthold looks.
Oh, fuck.
They see us!
Kagi doesn't see them. Cordelia sees them. They have moved to... One of them has moved to one of the pillars there and is kind of curled around looking out, and they're chittering back and forth at each other as they begin to haul something up from off the ground.
I hate you so much.
Only you see this, Cordelia, nobody else.
I'm gonna point Kage in that direction again.
Kagi, with the assist, you do see this
Wordlessly.
Okay. Over there by the pillar, they're hauling something up. I'm just hoping that it's, none of us!
Can we easily sneak past them, or do we have to kill them?
You can certainly try to sneak past them.
Are they doing this disturbance? Do
Currently-
they have to be killed?
Currently, they do not see you, nor do they seem hostile. They are, as I get distracted by hell in the chat, they are currently just focused on hauling this thing up from the ground and into one of the webs that is currently near the chandelier. If you look at that picture I sent in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh fuck, we play Skyrim, huh?
Oh, I guess you leave them there. No, it's okay, Blue. You can leave it off. I'll just go blind.
So the chandelier smack bang in the middle is where that...
They're hauling something rather large up.
That is terrifying.
Eileen's gonna pass away.
Who's that?
Eileen needed to be put on a ventilator, but it's
Oh, that's somebody I don't know.
Clarence.
I don't know what we want to do here.
Well, I'm
Run!
Me, Preacher, and Marik is just oblivious. I'm just like, oh, the spider's gone. We are shitting ourselves.
I'm gonna roll a perception check for Marik. Natural 20. I literally am killing my own game!
Oh, roll for Marik. Nat 20. Guess I'll go fuck myself.
As you all are looking at this, Marik just is peeking past you. He sees where all the spiders are, and he notices on the far end what Cordelia did not see, which is a door with heavy bars, currently semi-ajar. But they look to be in good condition, as if this door has been used recently.
It's okay, we don't need to find a key. I can use my cantrip. My thermotol, whatever the fuck it's called.
These tools?
No.
Oh, you're the sorcerer, right?
Thaumaturgy. Whatever it's called.
Does that work on locked
Thaumaturgy.
doors?
Yeah.
He points this out to the group.
It's gonna be
And-
very loud, though.
Yeah, it is. He points this out to the group and he says,
But we have rogues.
he's there and he's like,
Pick.
from what I can see, the door's ajar. So we should be able to sneak past these spiders and get through the door, but if they do engage us, maybe we can run past them, just slam the door behind them. Minimal worry.
Or I can cast passive out of trace and we should all be good. Right?
Was that a line then? Because that
Yeah.
was so funny how Angel says that and then he goes, "Shut up." I'm just like, oh.
No, that's Elijah being upset because he's 3 feet away from getting a belt of candy.
Yes, Twitch. Candy.
Candy floss. Which is what? Isn't that like candy floss? Isn't that Oh, I don't remember what it's called. Thank you, cotton candy. That's what it is. Okay. So, Merrick says this. What are you guys doing?
If we're going to try to sneak over there, I can cast passive out of trace.
Merrick's like, alright, that seems like a good idea. So you're casting pass then?
Okay, I guess so.
Alrighty, I need all of you to roll stealth checks again.
And you add an extra 10.
And you add an extra 10.
God
I rolled
damn,
another
like-
nat 20 for Merrick! What is this?
Oh my god. Oh, I just
That's
got a
38.
20, so that makes it a 30.
That is 38 with pass without a trace for Merrick on his stealth check.
I got a not nat 20, so that is a 30.
Yeah, I got a 30 as well.
In total, I got 25.
Okay, let's see how
So, I got a 35.
Okay.
Gio, you good there, homie?
I'm rolling the dice for the spiders to see if any of them see you.
What's the lowest so far? 25? Come on.
It's not impossible. Not impossible. Let's see.
I really hope you're using D&D.com dice.
Yeah, not. I've rolled 2 nat 20s for Merrick using these hands as I hold up my hands that you cannot see. Perception, which runs off of wisdom. Oh my
Spiders
god.
weren't that wise, right?
They're an 11 in wisdom. Do they have a perception
That's
check?
bad.
That's not terrible. Oh.
No, that's bad.
Okay. So the lowest here is a 25. The spiders fail to see you.
Yay.
What is this?
As you make your way across the floor.
Wait, did you do a stealth check, Preacher?
I did do a stealth check, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't remember your number though.
21. I got a 21 on my last stealth check.
Oh.
Is that after adding 10 to it?
Did you add 10 to this one? Did you do
No,
one
he
passive?
didn't.
Oh wait, no, I didn't even
He's
roll.
playing for honor.
That's 13. That's a total of 23. Yeah.
He's still fine. Oh my god. The one spider, as you guys continue to crawl along and make your ways, you see one of the spiders go as it looks at its friend, and they try to look for you. They search around, and the one lets out a
You said
at
they
the
don't
other.
see us.
And the one that was looking for you just shakes its gnarled head, and they continue to haul up this large object, which you now see is a collection of bodies.
Damn. What a shame.
That is currently being hauled up. And as they are being hauled up, you
Warden teamwork!
you hear a spider step all across the floor as you are stealthing. It comes right next to that one pillar off to the left, which you are all currently hiding behind. This curious one is literally standing there.
But
And it's
aren't we
looking
moving
around. Yes, you are currently making your way to
towards the door?
Yes. He rolled a nat 20. Let me have this. Nat 20 plus 0. None of you rolled underneath 20.
Passive observation.
I want to cry.
I took that spell for a reason.
I want to cry. And as it moves along, a is heard from behind you, and this very large undead comes running with this claymore in hand. It is the exact same as a Draugr from Skyrim, if you will think of that. And it runs up and begins to hack at this spider, which lets out a ferocious screech, and all of the other spiders descend onto this undead and begin attacking it. This allows you all to get to the door quickly. Upon reaching the door, Merrick, who is heading the operation, I am going to roll this dice again for Merrick, because apparently it's my lucky dice for him. Merrick, in case you're wondering, if you're still watching the stream, the dice is made out of steel, and it is Cthulhu themed, so...
Wait, no, you've already rolled with that dice, which means that he's used luck
If
for
he's
that
rolling
turn.
another stealth check, he still gets an extra 10.
He is not rolling a stealth check. He gets up to the door, and he's going to see if the door is currently unlocked or if it's being held by anything. That is a natural 1.
Oh, crap.
Oh god.
Merrick gets up to the door, and it is ajar. He can't see anything wrong with it or off about it, and he attempts the door, and it swings open ever so slightly, allowing ingress. He motions for you all to follow him, and proceeds to squeeze himself through the door. Merrick is small, though. He's not super short, but he is not big and buff. So,
Isn't he a dragonborn?
yes, but he is alive, a rogue dragonborn. Not some kind of bodybuilder.
I don't think any of us are.
No,
Please don't
me
do
and
that.
Cargy are just over 6 foot.
There he is,
Well, okay, yeah, you're
the
the
man
chieftains.
of the hour.
Can I make a check to see if there's anything? Or
You
if
may.
I can get through?
Yes, you may.
Okay, does that count as dropping concentration? That's only if I get hit
No.
or try to cast another concentration spell, right?
Correct. Yes, that is
Okay,
correct.
okay, cool. It's like, oh, I can cast guidance. Oh, wait, no, I can't. 24.
24, okay. Looking at the door, you see that it is in fact open, and it can be swung open a little more. However, there is a wire running from the door off across the hallway ahead of Merrick that is currently bobbing gently.
So wait, Merrick hasn't hit it yet?
Not that he hasn't hit it yet, but whatever that wire was, whenever Merrick slipped through, some very faint thing caused the movement of the door caused it to move.
Oh, so he tripped the wire. Great.
He tripped the wire.
What?
You fucking midget fucker.
The rogue failed at his one shot.
Only Cordelia knows this at the moment, though.
Okay, it looks like we can all get through, but, our friend up there did not see a wire, and I think he tripped it.
I do shit.
So, can I, like, point out the wire to them, and then, like, creep up next to American?
Yeah. You do just that. So you point out the wire to everyone else, motioning them to be quiet and calm. And you slide in behind Merrick. At this point, from the other end of the hall, you hear a loud, final, gasping scream from the undead, which was wielding the sword as the spiders coalesce around it and snuff out. It's already ended life. It falls silent and more chittering occurs as one of the spiders begins to wrap it up in a web.
Fun.
Okay, if nobody opens this door all the way, I will use a spell on it.
Please do not use thaumaturgy. Please.
I will use thaumaturgy.
Do it, Blizzy.
No, don't. That will immediately allow the spiders to presence.
Okay, can you get behind the door and disarm this trap?
I would recommend Mariko Kagi do that because I don't know how to work thieves' tools.
Kagi?
I do.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, no, Marik. Let Marik, because he's already through the door.
He's already there.
Yo. What am I doing?
Disarm that trap that's behind the door.
So you already tripped.
Do I have to use any, like, rolls?
Yes.
You will roll a d20 and add your proficiency bonus.
Yes, you will.
Which is probably +2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. D20.
Unless you have expertise in it. Do you have expertise in that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay, bear with me. 15.
15. For the sake of this, I'm going to say that does just barely make it. Yeah. DC of 14, you managed to 15. Good job.
Let's go.
Merrick quickly reaches up with one of his short swords, and the other is holding his crossbow. And as he reaches up with his short sword, he quickly fires his crossbow, hits the trigger mechanism, pulls the string taut, and as it goes taut, he cuts the string perfectly, having the string fall to the ground, useless. So the trap has been disarmed.
Perfect.
Well, I couldn't have done that, and I'm very happy we have you for that.
Cheers, you midget fucker.
Oh.
Okay.
So, you are now all on the other side of the door. Do you want to close the door?
I think that would make too much noise.
Yeah, I don't exactly want to alert the giant murder spider.
It's a murder spider now?
I don't want to find out if it is a murder spider or not. How about that?
Considering they were hauling up a sack of bodies.
They seem perfectly safe to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the door, but I'm gonna do it like really quietly.
No,
No, do not close the door. This is why he almost
How
died.
heavy is this door? How heavy is this door?
Isn't it a big metal door?
Make an yeah, it is a big metal door.
Where's my phone?
He was going to ask for an investigation check, huh?
I was.
Okay, can I shut it slightly?
You may. Roll. What I want you to
Would it not
do
be like
here.
sleight of hand or something?
Yes, it would be a sleight of hand. Thank you, Merrick. That's what I was just about to say.
Gotcha.
can I roll for that?
Yes, you may hug. Bonnabelle, no. Get away from my dice. If you eat any of those, I'll send you to God.
Angel!
Angel's having a heart attack.
Angel! I might have just gotten that one. I might have.
I'm rolling for it.
Hypothetically, if I got a nat 1, what would you do?
I will not tell you because I only work in absolutes like a Sith Lord.
Angel?
What? I will do what I must.
Angel, what would you do?
She would never forgive you.
I regret healing you.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
18,
Dang.
so 20. I got a 20.
20. As Berthold reaches up to do it, Kagi quickly grabs his arm, shakes his head, and Kagi shuts the door without a sound being made. There is a slight as the metal closes against the other metal. And the latch, which Kagi also sees, is fastened by lifting a log and putting it across the bars of the door. The door is now locked.
Oh, so we trapped inside now.
No, it's locked from our,
Our side.
you lowered the bar.
You lowered the
Okay.
bar. You're not trapped. You have kept the spiders out there. So.
Does that sound like a Beast Quest book?
Yes. Anyway. So, moving on. You make your way into the depths of the catacombs, and as you venture deeper in, you come up. Yes, you can. You may go, Merrick. As you continue deeper and deeper in,
He sounded like a disappointed classroom teacher.
You would know, wouldn't you, Angel?
so mean.
Yes, I went to public school.
Okay, so
I'm
did
surprised
most
you
of
didn't
us.
write hall pass on, a sofa and they can drag it all the way to the toilet.
As you guys travel further in, bless you. Bless you again. A lot of vines and vernal growth is throughout here. You can tell this is a more antiquated family chamber. As you were going in, bless you again.
Don't you love
notice-
grave robbery, my friends? It's beautiful.
Yes. But as you continue deeper and you are in a familial crypt, you can tell because there are not many different passageways and doorways inside. It is a very long corridored hallway with a few antechamber rooms spaced out. And you get to the end of the hallway and you see this. And I'm sending a picture into Discord if you want to look at it. Good for you.
Okay, what would it look like? Hypothetically.
So,
I think
either
he's saying the spiders would have.
correct. That's the correct assumption.
This is literally Skyrim.
This is literally stuff.
Wait,
Yes, but I
think
can't
I can
draw.
handle this. I'm going to crouch.
I'm gonna kill the creature. Like, I have currently got a tally list, and for every time you
I
piss
have
me
a
off,
tally
I'm
list
going
of those
to
who
just.
have wronged me.
I have a tally list of wrongs with your names next to them. The more you wrong me, the more likely I'm going to be to kill you.
You just told me
cool, I've
that you
only got
didn't
2
plan to
strikes.
kill me.
That's a lie. I'm lying, by the way.
How many strokes have I get next to mine? 10?
I'm not. I don't
12?
have. I don't actually have a tally list, but I can start one if you'd like it.
No. No. That's not.
So who's on the DM's hit list?
Who's gonna
think I can
die
hear
first?
I think I can hear the sound of drums. They're going dun. Wait, what's this fancy thing up here?
Okay, yeah. Can I look at the thing?
You can, yes. You see this above a doorway.
Do
that
I know? Does it look familiar to me? Like, is there a
Make-
language on it I can read?
There is a language on it, yes.
What's the language?
Draconic.
Hey, shit! Hey, Dragon Boy, get over here!
Turns out he's fucking illiterate. Turns out he's illiterate and can't fucking read.
Yeah.
So
So
I know some words like that's an A, that's a B, that's a C. I never got past a D.
it's just like in Good Bug, just I know some of these words.
I know draconic too.
Someone who can speak dragon, just read this, please.
Okay,
Sir,
I'll
what does
read
it say?
I will text it to you in order for it to, fuck it, you'll tell everybody anyway. On the door in the script, it reads, Family Crypt of the Holborns. Holeborun.
Guys, it's a crypt.
Yes,
We knew
I
that.
thought we established that whenever we, saw the bodies.
But
anyone know
whose
what a
crypt
Holborn
is
is?
it? Do I know what a Holborn is?
Make a history check as I will continue to read for Merrick. And Berthold.
Doesn't
Me.
Paige speak it too?
And Togepi.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize you did as well, Togepi.
She's only said it like 3 times.
It's true. I'm DMing.
you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill all of you in this room, so help me God. Not taking it easy on you in this room. You're gonna kill both of my people.
Ow.
All 3 of my people. Anyway,
3?
Holborn. And it says, murdered for their crimes against nature and gods,
Oh, so these witches.
entombed herein forevermore.
I
May
got
the light
21.
of the sun never find this place, as it never found those who met them. You got a 21. You, Cordelia,
Somehow.
somehow heard about these people. You remember learning from your druidic circle about a sect of druids that was around this area that became fascinated by decay and things dying, and became
Sure, circle of spores, that's legit.
and became so engrossed in that they felt that things which lived and breathed were unnatural because they did not decay as rapidly as
Ew.
those which were already gone. And so they took it upon themselves to begin quietly removing first wildlife, then forest life, and eventually human life, and turning it into creatures which would never again have to hurt the world around them, and began creating undead.
So chimeras?
Right, so, these guys were a druidic tribe who kind of went rogue.
Okay, cool. Thanks,
Kind of
Chimera.
forsake the whole sacred, keeps life sacred, and started making it not so sacred.
Not sacred how?
Life turns dead. I'm very not eloquent right now.
Hey, y'all read that Mary Shelley book a couple of weeks ago?
She's speaking in a poetic tongue. All of her words seem so beautiful to me.
I feel like that only hit with like 2 of you.
Damn it.
It did. It didn't with me, but it probably did.
She's the author of Frankenstein's, eh?
Yeah.
What, Mary Shelley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, has that book come out yet, actually?
Should've.
No, so I'm legitimately asking. I don't know when that book was written.
Yo, where's the next installment of fucking MHA?
When did Mary Shelley write Frankenstein? Oh yeah, it's been out for
1818.
it's been out for like centuries.
Yo, I'm still waiting on that. I'm still waiting on the Bible too.
The Bible's so good, why didn't they make a sequel?
But
That's what the New
Yeah,
Testament is. Screw you.
Because it would probably be directed by Michael Bay.
Hold up. Bible, Michael Bay directing it.
Yo, we get enough topic.
Why am I seeing a lot of similarities with World War III?
Starting the tally marks now.
Do you know that Jesus... Wait. Gio, do you know that I am Jesus?
You could
There's
be
a strike.
thereof. Why?
Hear me out. Because the Greek translation to Jesus
is Joshua.
Something, and what
Yeshua.
Yes, and I am Joshua. I am Jesus.
You have the same name.
Jesus.
Yeshua. Which is Joshua. Which is translated as Jesus, though, because of the way that Aramaic dialectic is. So yes, you do share his name.
Or the fact that, you know, in the older terms, they would refer to you as the son of your father. So Jesus was Yeshua of Joseph. So he was a Jojo.
Also,
yes, I am
We got way off topic way too fast from me saying Mary Shelley.
Anyway!
Is that a JoJo reference?
Everything's a JoJo reference.
Because I am here.
Yo, is that a JoJo reference?
Anyway!
Yo, that's a JoJo reference!
Shut up!
No.
That's all I have.
Oh.
So we might want to be careful.
We've just walked through a room full of spiders hauling dead bodies. I think careful's out the window. Where did I lie?
We were careful when we got through them, though.
As you look at this, the chamber doors swing
I'd rather be
open.
dead than undead.
The doors behind us swing open?
The door in front of you swings
The door with, under the sigil.
Underneath the sigil swings open. And from inside, you hear a voice saying, well, it's impolite for you to stand at the doorstep to my home. Uninvited.
Who are you?
Come in.
No, Mommy told me not to speak to strangers. Who are you?
The door stands open, and inside, I'm going to send you another picture. And inside, you see obviously another room. Are you going in? Would you like to make a perception check?
I'm going to say in response, in Druidic.
Druidic?
Druidic,
yes.
shut up.
Druidic. I don't care.
Druidic.
I don't care.
Akayo, what did you say? Mamma mia!
Sorry.
What'd you say?
As you were.
I'm going to ask, and what will happen if we do come in?
In Druidic, you say this.
Yes.
Okay, let me see something here really
That
quick.
should be long enough.
It says in return to you,
In Druidic?
in Druidic, yeah. In Druidic. No, in common.
Oh.
It says
Because he can't be able to
conversation. And an exchange of ideals.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
Where is my insight? Oh wow, I have actually a pretty good insight.
If I wanted to recognize the voice, what would I roll?
10.
A 10?
Probably history, James.
Probably
Seems
history.
pretty straightforward, and yes, a history check.
There you go. History.
My good insight.
I really
does
don't
not
like
help me at
voices
all.
coming from strangers behind a door. Could you kindly fucking leave us alone, please?
So I rolled a 12.
On
We
your
are
history
great guys.
check, trying to figure out if you know this voice.
Yes.
You've never heard this voice before, no.
Damn.
Can I roll a perception check?
You may roll. You may roll a perception check. Yeah, go ahead and see if you can see what's in there.
There goes all of our luck, guys.
As Merrick looks into the room, a cobweb falls right into his eye, like in the eyeball. Stings like hell, and both of his eyes start to water. You don't see shit.
I want to do a perception check too.
You may make a
Can I have some
perception
aloe
check.
juice?
Anybody else want to make a perception check?
I'm gonna sigh, walk
you
over
get
to
that one
walk
too?
over to
The web jumps from my faces.
As Berthold looks in the same way, one of his horns smacks off of the image above, and dust falls down into his eyes. You don't see shit.
Fuck.
Alright, I'll take the bait. I'm gonna try.
Oh no.
Roll another nat one. I'm killing.
25.
I was gonna insta-kill the party right there. I swear to God.
It's just these 3 strikes and you're out, boys.
All 3 of you that made perception checks, roll death saves. All the ones that made perception checks are gonna roll death saves after that.
I don't care, do it. I will. No, don't do it, please don't.
I'd like to remind you, your health is less than 30.
He's 23.
You look in and you see this, Cordelia.
Okay.
Now, granted, everyone can see this, but Cordelia sees this, and you
Do
all
I recognize the statue from anything?
make a history check.
Would that be history or religion?
Either one would work for me in this situation.
She finna sacrifice someone.
Well,
Well,
doesn't
volunteered.
matter, because I got a 10.
Oh.
On which one were you doing it for? I need to know history or religion.
I was doing it for religion.
Okay, religion. You know that this is a holy symbol. You do not know of what deity, from where, or how. Only that you know it is a holy symbol.
Okay, so that's all I can see. Do I see anybody in the room, or just the statue on the crypt? Coffin, whatever.
In the corner of a room, you see what would appear to be a...
Hold on. While this is happening, the preacher is going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Detect good and evil?
No, Detect Evil and Good.
What?
Okay, so you're
It is the
detecting...
same thing.
Good enough.
And how does that
Is it
spell work?
evil?
What?
Tell me if it emanates an evil or not. For the duration, you know if there's an aberration, celestial, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as the creature's location. Similarly, you know if there's a place or object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Okay.
Give me his pin card! Give me his fucking...
You cast... The preacher casts this.
I want his Timberlands!
You get... From inside the room, you get 2 pings of good
Are
and
they
evil.
or good? Good and evil?
Of one is evil, the other you can't tell if it's good or evil.
That doesn't make sense. Is it a celestial, fey, or fiend?
It is none. It is an undead.
Then it's evil.
Oh no.
You're very quick to judge. Could be an interesting undead.
Could be a nice guy. Maybe he'll. Yes, he might be a nice person. You know, he'll discuss it with you while he's eating your flesh.
Tasty.
Because extended warranties exist right now, you probably invent them.
So,
how long has it been since the spiders?
it has been at least 15 minutes, even though it's been 30 in real life.
Okay. Okay, so it's still, Pass It Out of Trace is still up.
Yes.
Okay. 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 So I guess I'm gonna sneak into the room.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for me.
Crap. 15.
15. Against the natural 20. Look at that.
Oh no.
Uh-oh! Cordelia's dead.
You enter the room. As you enter, the creature looks at you from the left side of the coffin, and it says, "I'm glad you were agreeable. Welcome to my home." Looking
Can I tell
directly at
which
you.
good or evil thing it is?
No.
Do I know their positions at least?
You know one is on the left and the other is on the left. They're both on the left of that room. They are both on the left of that room. So, Cordelia, you are now in there, and from the shadow steps forth this guy. I wonder if I can get my phone up really quick.
Steps forth this guy.
This motherfucker.
You think you can hurt me? You can!
Whilst he was doing his stuff, we just got me.
This guy steps forward.
We.
Oh shit, Daddy. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry, Daddy.
He looks at you, and from the shadow, you see another creature which is kind of holding back, looking at you with two yellow eyes, akin to his. And he says, "What do you seek? Who has sent you?"
Come to think of it, I actually don't know. I wasn't around when we got this quest.
The creature nods.
We just good citizens, huh?
And calls out to the others.
Alright, so he all knows we're here.
Who sent you? And then to you in Druidic he says, "Entertaining friends and company you keep if they tell you so little and lead you into my home."
That's all
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Excuse me, sir. I mean, fuckwit.
Okay,
I
I'm
ask you to step away from my friend. First of all.
If he knows we're all here,
Then
I'm
I'd
just gonna
recommend you
drop
go back
pass
into
without a
that fucking
trace.
pit, you
Okay, you drop past without a trace, and all of you are no longer gifted with the ability of stealth. You are no longer Schneck.
He knows we're here, there's no point.
Yes, he does. And he's still waiting for some of you to enter the room.
I'm in.
Alright.
Yeah, I am walking in. Fuck off, Eric! Fuck off!
Wait, oh.
I hate you so much!
As I put more tally marks next to your names, because I actually did start that list.
Oh no.
Oh,
come on, I engage with your big bad
you
evil
do
guy.
not. You and Togepi and Kagi, as of right now, have 0 as your numbers.
Yay! I'm probably still about to die.
I would like to walk Not stealthily, because I mean, Cordelia's already in there, so what's really the point?
He sees you ingress as well, and he says, "Welcome."
Yo. Like your hair, G.
Is the creature in there, or is the creature not in there?
He smiles.
The only people in there are me and Togepi.
Yeah, the creature's going in after him.
He.
Oh no, Heather's.
Bye, Hella. I'm gonna take it that you all walk in for the sake of brevity. As you all walk in, he looks at all of you, and he
I
gives
stand
you
in the doorway.
he gives you all a quick glance over, and says, "Welcome to my home."
Is
You were
the
not-
evil one the one
Oh,
who's
okay.
talking?
Actually, yeah. Hold on. I should have done this at the start. Do I recognize him?
Do you recognize him? You can go ahead and make a history check.
That'd be a
Oh.
sick one for me to roll on as well, if that's alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
13?
You look at him and you've never seen him before, but
Does he have any of the symbols of the
yes,
druid?
that is
Circle?
what you notice about him.
I got 17.
A 17. You have seen images of him. That not heating up in Desperado, killing Wind Desperado Blue. You have seen him before, Togepi, yes. And from the back of your head, there tickles some kind of a memory that isn't your own, from somewhere else. And it allows you to piece together who this person is.
He's your dad.
My dad's dead.
No.
Cordelia still just kind of standing there, half crying, half giggling.
Yo, is the one who is talking the evil presence in the room?
It would be the undead presence in the room, not the evil one.
It would be the undead presence.
Yes.
Is it evil or good?
It's the one that you couldn't tell.
You could not tell. But it would be considered evil on your detect evil or good.
Okay. You're a special kind of neutral, aren't you?
The creature smiles, and as it looks at you, it says, "And you are a special kind of good, aren't you, Marked One?"
So you do know about that, huh?
This ain't gonna be some yaoi shit, right?
It looks.
Seduce him.
There goes my tally.
To answer Togepi really quick, because I didn't get to, Togepi, you know this person, and you recall seeing him alive in a book that you read on most.
Okay.
It was basically an editorial of most dangerous people to have ever lived,
Okay.
and you see that this is the head of the Holborns, the father figure, basically.
Daddy?
Whose name was Halt. H-A-L-T. Halt Holborn. And only Togepi knows this.
I like how I can know about the clan as a whole, but I don't know about the main guy because I load that real low.
Yeah, well, you've never seen an image of him. You've heard about Halt Holborn, but you've never seen him. So you don't know who this is.
Excuse me, sir, do you mind if me and Cordelia just have a second?
He looks at the two of you, And he says,
Children behave.
if you do not leave this chamber while you have your moment. And he nods his head as he turns to address the rest of you. He says, "Why are you here? Who sent you for me?"
A pair of two brothers who said they had a little ghost brother downstairs.
Brothers or men of the cloth?
Angel, I'm gonna message you on Discord basically with what this is.
Okay.
Men of cloth, much like me.
He looks at you and he nods his head and he asks, "And what were their names?"
Do I remember their names? Because I don't remember their names.
If you don't remember their names...
I wasn't there, so I didn't write down their names. I think one of us should have taken the keen mind feat.
Okay.
I actually don't know their names, but I'm...
Do they inhabit the church that is off of this property?
Yes.
Sure thing, buddy.
I swear one was named Brother Dave.
Josh, could you stop taking pictures of your friend?
Brother Dave.
Or what? Who the fuck is that?
You.
Please stop. I have changed for the worse.
Carry on, Gio, sorry.
You're good. He looks at you and he says, "These men are not all that they seem. Among them roams one who has taken much from me, and then made me to endure that which was not just."
Oh, so they into kinky stuff, huh?
He's there and he says, "I am a revenant of the soul once possessed by the man Thomas Fickrell."
What?
Wait, so your name's Thomas?
And not what's
My
face?
name was Thomas. And I...
That's a very bland name for an undead being.
His name was Thomas. It's now Tom Tom.
You guys are awful. And what's
I
your
had to get
name
my
now?
strike somehow.
What did you say, Cordelia? Sorry?
I asked him what his name is now. If he was Thomas.
He looks and he says,
Did you happen to own a tank engine by any chance?
Shut up!
I'm sorry.
I
Who could
inhabited
be
the
Wax,
villages.
the preacher behind the head?
He smiles. The being looks at you and gives a smile.
Fuck.
He says, "I once inhabited the village of Miskatonic. While I was there..." Yes?
It's not really a village anymore, but continue.
And much time has passed since I was last above. He says with a pensive look,
Jonah, there's JoJo poses in For Honor now.
and he looks distant for a moment, and then the eyes of flame flicker back and look at you all, and he says, I was butchered and my family framed for murder and witchcraft. I watched as they burned them one by one at the stake until they came to my pyre. And as blood and flame took me, I swore my soul would not rest until vengeance was had upon the man who had wronged me.
Okay, so I'm confused. Are you not part of the Druid tribe, or what?
I found this body in this decrepit place when they threw me here to rest.
Okay, so then how do you know Druid?
Dick.
Speech.
I apprenticed and fled back to my home when I heard of the turmoil therein.
Okay, that doesn't answer my
But you
question.
still didn't answer my question. Who do you want revenge against?
I desire vengeance against the priest above that is old and that is ancient, for crimes he committed in his youth against those who were innocent. I desire vengeance against Father Nicholas.
Could have said
Father
Anderson.
Nicholas, you say?
Yo, isn't it Santa Claus?
Says the one who asked if he had a tank engine.
Fucking, okay. The preacher slaps him over the back of his head.
Hey, yo, wait, what do I roll to catch his hand?
You would make a dexterity savings throw.
He's saving, say less, I got this.
No, you don't!
What?
He's a rogue.
23.
Shit, I gotta get 17.
You get smacked against the back of the head.
Uh-oh.
2 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
No, you ain't take damage, I ain't take damage, suck your mom.
Hey, excuse me, sir.
And he turns and looks at you, Togepi.
Just out of curiosity, you said that you found this body. Are you aware of who this, like, the person is?
No.
Do I believe him?
You may make an insight check if you believe him.
Come on, inside walk for me this time. Come on. 20! Not nat, but 20.
Not nat, 16.
You both look at him, and you get the feeling that he is telling the truth, that he doesn't know exactly who it is, but he's not telling the full truth because he knows it is a powerful druidic body.
Okay.
So he doesn't know the specifics, only that it is powerful.
So this is a little fib.
Well, can I say, my guy, that you chose a body with wonderful hair.
He smiles.
Yes!
And gives a slight nod of the head.
How can I be sure you're being honest with us?
You can.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to take a shot in the dark, despite being blind and using a bow and arrow as my weapon.
I mean...
Wait a minute.
So do tell me. If I even knew about it, it would probably have been corrupted by the people. I wasn't there whenever it happened, however.
He looks at you all and he says, "Have you come to kill me?"
Well, that depends.
We just came to get rid of the disturbance. If you could just leave.
I will never leave until I have had my vengeance sated.
Okay.
Will you inhibit me or allow me my vengeance?
I'd much rather not fight you, but I do suppose
What
you
do
should
we
have the
know
benefit
about
of the
the
doubt.
Nicholas guy?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing. You don't even know who Father Nicholas is.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
We've been given a proposition while we're on a job.
Yep.
Repeat proposition. Sure.
The proposition is either you attack him, or you let him continue on in his vengeance, or something else if you guys can think up something else.
I do
Can we
believe
keep
it's worth
him?
investigating your
What is
claims.
the other undead doing, by the way?
As of right
Is he
now,
just
it
watching?
is just observing you.
I do
Waiting
believe that
for
it
a
is
moment.
worth investigating your claims. We
Investigating.
shall
By the
press
time
him
we
upon the
investigate.
matters. But I do trust that you will not backstab us.
I would not.
Because if you
Be a
do,
fool to trust him this early.
I'm going to like do a slight channel divinity, and
You have that already?
yeah, you always have that. I'm going to present my holy symbol, which is a cross, and say, if I see that you betray us, I will use this, and you will want to crawl back into the ground from whence you came. It is worth investigating your claim at the very least.
He nods.
So we will press him about it, but I will leave behind the few who do not trust you for good reason. Or
He
maybe
looks
I
at-
will stay myself.
He looks at the symbol and he looks at all of you. Motherfucker. And he says, "You would see out my vengeance for me. Is this
That depends.
Maybe.
How much are you offering for that?
Money.
He's dead.
the wealth of this
He's
trade?"
fucking dead. He doesn't have no money.
Hey, yo, give me the family's riches.
It's not his
That
family.
would be
Yeah,
your
exactly. See,
reward.
he don't care about giving it away.
He
Very well
nods.
then. We will investigate.
Then I
And
wish
if
you
he is
safe
found
journeys.
guilty, we will do as you say.
He nods.
In the meantime, can you cut back on the disturbances so we can get paid?
I have but one goal in mind, to end the life of the brother who hurt me and mine.
Okay. Okay,
Cool.
we got that.
You're undead. So time
You
is
got a
not
lifetime.
no matter. Yeah.
I will give you 1 day.
What?
1
If by-
week.
3 days.
He turns and
Who's
looks.
got good charisma here?
Yeah, make a persuasion check with that, Kagi.
Persuasion.
I got one.
Suck it! 23.
23. He looks at you and he gives a nod and says, 5 days.
That's a work week. I'll take that.
He nods and says, I will create no more disturbances for 5 days. If by that time you have not returned, I will lay waste to the land around this crypt.
That's fair enough.
Just
Just quickly,
Very
what
well.
day is it in our game?
It is currently,
The preacher is turning around and going back up to the surface.
There's
she
a
says,
there's a room of
if
spiders.
if there is a possibility, do those spiders belong to you?
The creature nods his head.
Tell them to fuck off kindly for a few minutes.
Please.
Anyway, I didn't get what day it was.
It is currently Saturday.
Tuesday.
Hey, Gio.
Saturday. Sweet.
So we have till Thursday.
No, we have until Friday because 5 business days.
5 business days.
Oh, I'm pushing my luck. No, I'm not being serious.
He points toward the door and says, "Go."
Spiders?
And just sits back down.
Please, spiders?
Go!
Please?
You never have to tell us twice. My dear Cordelia, it is high time that we leave. I do believe he promised us that. And if he didn't, we'll be returning shortly then.
Please.
What are you doing?
They are gone.
He's going.
No, we're not gone. Okay, I have a quick question, sir. A few of our members won't be able to pass through the spiders safely, we'll say. Is there any chance that you can make sure we have safe passage out?
He throws you a vial full of green liquid and
what
says,
is this?
"Apply liberally."
Oh, yay, this stuff is horrid, just gonna warn you guys. It's a mixture of both, you know, that putty slime, but also sandpaper.
Okay.
So it's exfoliated.
Give it to me.
Okay, yeah, but imagine that the exfoliant was stinging bees.
Right, is it enough for all of us?
There is enough in the bottle. You said apply liberally, didn't you?
As
I'm an idiot. I dropped pass without a trace, so I could have used guidance. Oh
Say
well.
that again, Gio, sorry.
As liberally as you see fit. That
gonna
vial
say-
should protect all of you.
Oh, I was gonna say, I could, cast an enlarge spell on it, so, you know, get
You would just have a large
we
vial
good.
with very
We good.
little liquid in it.
I touch the liquid instead, it floods the room.
What's the room? So are you guys leaving the chamber then?
We're leaving the chamber after applying.
Alrighty. You exit the chamber, make your way all the way back down the hallway. The doors of stone behind you. And there is now just a slight crack down the center where that door once was. And you are now at the iron gate.
Bye,
What are you
nice
doing?
to know, bad guy.
Now I can have a toy.
Farewell.
There is a letter for you.
He's
You
already
appear to be
here.
too innocent for these adventures.
I think I made a friend.
I think you wish you made a friend.
And also have
Yeah, you're right. The good
Okay,
thing
kids,
about
so what
being
now?
undead is that your hair stops growing, so it just stays that good forever.
It does. The hair is permanent. Just that's me, the DM speaking. So you are now at the iron door. Kagi has already taken it off. What are you guys doing?
Well, I was going with Kagi.
Well, aren't we going back up to the top?
Yes, we were going to figure out whether that guy's an asshole or not.
I'm finna collect my
else?
payment first.
Well, to be honest, me and Cordelia nerve of getting paid to begin with.
Now, we can maybe get in on it.
Hey Gio, look at this.
I'm willing to split my share with someone. Not all.
I'm keeping mine for wait. It's me, Kagi, and Preacher. I've got 25 each, isn't it?
Yep.
And who else? It's Marie,
I just kind of showed up.
Cordelia, and Togathy.
So if we
By the way, if the priest dies, that means the land won't be scorched. So even if he didn't do what the man in the crypt claims he did, it's still better for us and better for the people around, unless he decides to go against his word.
Or we could look up how to get rid of the undead guy.
Yes, but I don't think
he's dead.
unfair trial is worth it, really.
But he's already dead.
I think we should at least investigate his claim.
Yes, I want to investigate both. I want to investigate how to get rid of him, and if what he says is true. I want to be prepared. We got 5 days.
Are we Gucci?
5 days to investigate, that is more than enough, I do believe.
Let's go to the library.
I'm at 25 gold to my
Alright, for the sake of expediency, we're going to say that you guys apply the vial like a cologne to your neck, and Cordelia takes the last of the bottle and literally just dumps it all over her. And as you guys walk, the spiders see you, and they come down and they crawl up to you quickly and get within, like, breathing distance. You can feel the air on your faces as you walk past them unharmed.
Can I boop one on the nose?
No.
Animal handling, bro.
I can't help or heal. I'm pretty sure Preacher can't heal amputations.
I got a 19 on animal handling.
You got a what?
Don't. I'm joking.
Suddenly this becomes the Boot the Snoop party.
It's gonna be fucking Junior 2, Jonah.
No, it's not. These creatures are clearly not pleased
Just a mean Geo joke.
with you. Isaac's campaign. They have a pet spider. No, you may not have one in my campaign.
That's mostly because Angel's here.
Yeah, that too.
I just don't. No, Cordelia just doesn't like giant spiders.
I mean, I nearly made Angel my pet dog, so... I'm clearly good at this.
For someone who doesn't even know what animal handling was.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Alrighty, so you guys exit out, and as you exit the crypt and make your way back to the church, the young brother approaches you, and he says, welcome back. Did you deal with the disturbances? Have you proof?
Yes, we are going to assume we take out, like, the undead skull of the ogre.
The skull and the ogre.
Yeah.
He looks at these things and he's like, terrifying. Well done. Thank you. We would have been goners without your help. He smiles at all of you.
I assume this person is not that old.
This person would be in their mid-30s.
Mid-30s, so not as old as that one guy.
Correct.
Saint Nicholas.
Not Saint Nicholas.
That's the
Father
name.
Nicholas.
Father, whatever.
Saint Nicholas is son of Claus, bro.
Yeah. As has been, yes. He says, "Your gold," and he looks at all the rest of you and he's like, "My apologies, but the deal was just between these three gentlemen." He points to them and he hands 25 gold to Bertel, Kagi, and the preacher.
They contributed quite a bit.
Look at this place.
Yes, but the deal was us
write a
three.
book about
I
it.
persuaded them to bump it up even, so we can't expect to ask them more. I'm willing to share, but we shouldn't reap them dry.
But
They're going to be dead in a week anyway.
Did you wish
What
to
was
discuss
that?
something?
You did deal with the
Sorry,
disturbances.
that was my inner thoughts.
Oh, you should have been more Pacific than Atlantic with that one, James. So,
anyway, thank you for the gold.
He nods and he says, if ever you need anything, you know where to find us. As it is right now, we will be leaving here soon. After all, the carnival is in town, and we would like to see the show. And he kind of smiles, almost like a childish smile, as he's anticipating the carnival.
No spectral pages
Kagi and
Let's bring them home, you and I, huh?
I would recommend that we give 5 gold pieces to each.
Someday I shall look
Well,
back
I
on
give
this
5
and
gold pieces to
laugh.
one. You give 5 gold pieces to another, and 5 gold to another.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, Marik, I'll give you 5 gold out of my coin purse.
Daddy.
So I've only got the 20.
The preacher is going to walk up to Kagi and say, you know, despite your apprehension towards religion, as I can clearly see, not everybody here is a horrible person.
Cat.
I just hope you know that.
There's Togathy and the angel's just standing there like, well, I called that bitch. Where my gold?
Yeah, I passed my 5 coins to Togathy and to. Wait, we got 25, didn't we?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 5 to Togathy, 5 to Cordelia, and 5 to Merrick.
No, like 5 out to your purse to one person, 5 out to my purse to one person, and 5 out to the preacher's purse to another person.
I said what I said.
Yeah, I already took some out of my purse.
Sir, I am not taking your gold.
Fine.
I don't want it.
Elijah, shut up.
So.
No, carry on.
No, I was just gonna say, so what are you guys doing? You've gotten paid?
Sleep.
You want to sleep with the carnival in town?
Oh
my God,
I want to see
Mommy.
Mommy, where you at, bitch?
While he's going to
I'm gonna go
see
see my
his
mommy.
the preacher will walk up to the 30-year-old guy and say, excuse me, do you happen to know where your preacher Nicholas is, or saint, or whatever you wish to call him?
Father Nicholas. Yes, he was here earlier. You saw him. The older fellow, long beard, pretty gentle, pretty soft-spoken. He lived a riotous life earlier on, but he's gone into Miskatonic. He just stopped by earlier to make sure that the grounds were in order and to prepare part of the lesson for tomorrow, for Sunday. Why do you need him?
I should write a book
have some
about it.
things I would like to ask about.
That's all, miss. You may find him
Would it be
somewhere
ominous,
in
might I ask, to
Miskatonic.
people in your congregation talk to him?
No, everybody talks to him, but you're not of the congregation.
wish to
I've never
discuss
seen
something?
you before today.
We have a fair point.
You should be in Miskatonic somewhere if you truly need him. But for now, I must bid you farewell. I must lock up. Farewell.
Very well. Farewell.
He nods and he goes back to work in a little bit. So, what are you guys doing?
The preacher is going to Miskatonic, or is going to wait at the entrance of the Miskatonic to see or watch him come out.
I won't go with the preacher.
Alright, the preacher and Merrick are going to look for Father Nicholas. What are you doing, Cordelia? And the rest?
I don't know.
I'm probably gonna try and find a library to figure out who this undead guy is.
Alright. So you're going to figure out who the undead guy is. Pardon
Yeah.
that. Elijah, please don't do that. Elijah, do it in the other room, please.
Please don't do that, bunk.
I will head into the festivities of the carnival and ask around.
Alright.
I'm going with Mommy. Write a book about it.
So we've got Coggy and Bertold going to the festival. The preacher and
Two tieflings.
Merrick going to search for Father Nicholas. Togepi going to study about the undead. And Cordelia is going to be heading...
One shot for every friend we've lost.
I'll
Where
go
are you
to
heading?
Togepi for now, I guess.
You head with Togepi. Only 2 hours. So, night has come on. I will start off with Preacher and Merrick. Merrick and Preacher, would you guys both like to make investigation checks or perception checks for me? Actually, it would be an investigation check because you guys are trying to find Father Nicholas.
I got 20.
20.
Not good, that's an 11.
An 11, okay. Kind of balances out there. You guys start going around people to people asking if they've seen Father Nicholas.
The intel seems
And it takes you a little while, but you learn where his house is in Miskatonic, and that he frequently has early nights, but on occasion will host people from the town as guests, dinner guests. His house is on 23rd Street, and it is the last house as you walk down it off to the left. And that is all you know. Now I'm going to move over to Cordelia and Togepi. Cordelia and Togepi, you guys are going to the library at Miskatonic University, right?
Sure.
Okay. You go in, and you see that it is rather sparsely populated at the moment. It seems like most people in attendance have gone home for the day, but there is a kindly older woman who is sitting at the desk, and she looks up, and it's a half-elf woman. She looks up and she smiles and says, "Welcome.
Eyes open.
How might I be of assistance to you?"
Hi, we're looking if there's any books on death records.
Death records?
Death
Yeah,
records.
who got killed.
Absolutely. Pages upon the moratorium, as well as records of families, is off to your left. And she gestures in the direction of the back library, stands up and says, "Please follow me." And she leads you back to records of families, and she says, "This is a rather compiled list of all living and now moved on individuals who have lived in Miskatonic for the past at least 300 years.
Dead zone.
Very well kept, these records."
Thank you. And would there be any segregation if they were, like, killed for which?
Segregation, only by century and alphabetically. Century begin, that is, yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else you require?
That's all for me. Could you anything?
To the fallen.
I'm good for now.
Nowhere is safe for them now.
Very well. I will be at my desk if you need me. And she walks off, leaving you guys to go through the pages. Would you please make, since your search is pretty direct, and you are looking for a Hulk Holborn, I will give you advantage on investigation roll, but one of you makes the roll. Either you have...
Shut them down.
I have +7.
What bonus?
Yeah.
Nerd.
Looks
5 proficiency, I'm also
Oh wait, no, that's
+7.
insight. Sorry.
Yeah, investigation.
Insight is +7. Investigation is +2, so...
Okay, so yeah, I've got +5 on investigation, plus it's a proficiency, so that'd be an extra 2.
Alrighty. Roll with advantage, Togepi.
A glimmer mighty. Shut them down.
What?
Not 19.
19. You are able to quickly go through the book and discover the tome you desire. It was dated around 1737.
They're heading to another site.
1737. In the Miskatonic University. And it details the family of Holborn and the birth of a Hulk Holborn. Born in May on the 23rd day. He, it's very basic information. And then there is a brief summary underneath that of his deeds and acts in life. He, at a young age, was perturbed as a child. Doctors described him as being perpetually morbid and fascinated with things that were abnormal. His parents sent him away to a druidic community in order to be rid of him and try to keep their family name unspotted. He returned later, very powerful, and where once a morbid child stood, a man of great power stood with a curiosity for the macabre. He was not directly known to be conducting illegal and heinous acts, but his victims numbered in the hundreds before the end of his life, where he was tried for the murder and the disappearances of hundreds of different people. Their names are listed, and was found guilty. His final words were, "In this life or the next, I will have made my mark," before he was hung until dead and then burned. Supposedly, while they were cremating him, his body would not burn, and so a crypt was dug deep within the earth where the sunlight would never touch it, and where none could ever make ingress. or egress.
Okay, but that's about Holt. The spirit said he was Thomas.
Yes, Thomas Ficknoll. Are you searching for that as well?
Yes.
Okay, roll another investigation check for me, will you?
Sorry, can I just pause this real quick? Yeah,
Yes.
that was insane storytelling. That was fucking great. Well done, dude.
Thank you. I just came up with that off the
Dr.
top
do you
of my
want to
head.
make it again?
I thought you did, yeah. That was really fucking good, man.
Thank you, Joshie. You're very kind.
With my proficiency and my bonus, investigation 23.
23. Well done. You quickly leaf through the pages, finding the lineage of Ficknell, and finding, in fact, there has been 7 Thomas Ficknells over the years.
Oh, crap.
However, this Thomas Ficknell did not refer to himself as any honorific, so you quickly eliminated Thomas Ficknell Jr., the 3rd, as well as the 4th. You looked towards Thomas Ficknell Sr., but he was alive about 50 years after
Giant heap of liver incoming.
You'll have to keep some
the
for
wraith
yourself, you know.
of Holborn.
Can we riddle some out based on cause of death?
Yes. His cause of death was of natural causes.
Which Thomas was murdered.
Witchcraft.
You go down through the list and you... welcome back, Joshie.
Yeah, that's the Thomas we're looking for, the one that was executed.
Yes. You go down through the list and you see that the name of Ficknell was unblemished until recently. About 20 years ago, the Ficknell name came into disrepute as they were heralded as witches and practitioners of the same arcane evil as Holborn. The father, Theodore, the wife, Marie, and the young child, Lucy, were tried for witchcraft and disappearances and had been pronounced guilty. In a frenzy, the mob wanting to not allow these people to exist in their midst went so far as to take them and bind them in their home, and they were headed by a priest, a Nicholas, who proclaimed that by ending the lives of these devils, they would protect themselves from the incurrent wrath of not only God, but that their harvest and the streams and rivers which had been dried up due to a drought would be saved and solved if these individuals died.
I should write a book about it.
At this point, you see that Theodore, Marie, and Lucy had been taken and were strapped to funeral pyres when a individual, a certain Thomas Ficknell, who had been sent off to a druidic school in an attempt to better himself through learning, was found having come into town to visit his family. As he stood in the crowd, he cried out and swore that they were innocent. Nicholas proclaimed that he was another of their spawn, which Thomas did not deny, and they took him and burned him, along with the rest of his family. Thomas's final words, which were spoken in a voice of otherworldly command, said that he would return and would have his vengeance upon the mob who had ended the life of his family, and especially upon Nicholas and any descendants he may have and relatives he may cherish for the wickedness he was creating.
Look at this.
Is there any like evidence of them practicing this, or was it just suspicion?
It was documented in a mortuary book. Causes of death and reasoning behind it, not the historical records.
Yeah, the court case, so court records.
And she's there and she's like, "Did you find what you were looking for, lasses?"
This is the one where you answer.
Yeah, do you...
I'm glad,
do you
I'm glad.
have court records here?
I do, yes. I had before?
Yeah, but like more recent, within the past 50 years or so.
Well, we're looking for a specific case.
No.
Interesting. What case in particular? Maybe I'm familiar.
What does that need to do with witchcraft, really?
Witchcraft? So you are interested
I
in the case.
I have like this morbid curiosity, and I know Masonic
What was that?
is quite good on punishing witchcraft.
She looks at you and gives you an eye up and down and says, "There was a case about 20 years ago about a man and his family who were burned for such a thing. Are you speaking of this case?"
Certainly sounds interesting.
You can hear that too.
So you are.
That sounds interesting.
She says, "This is what you would be looking for." And she pulls out from underneath the bookshelf a volume and hands it to you and says, "To save you the effort and time, unless you really want to read it, they were pronounced guilty. But it was later discovered that another family had committed these atrocities."
I shall look back on this and laugh.
Oh.
So the ones murdered were innocent then? Or put to death, sorry.
That would be correct, yes. It was a terrible miscarriage of justice, and those responsible were reprimanded strongly, and the father who presided over it
Dead zone.
took a vow
Fitting name.
of penance for the rest of his life. And so thus every day on the 13th of October, he scourges himself and walks throughout the city barefoot
Can hear that
with
too.
a whip,
Right.
proclaiming his wretchedness and the wickedness of haste in judgment.
Fitting name.
I believe his name is Nicholas, some such.
Oh, well, thank you.
A pleasure, dearie. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I don't believe so.
Very well.
I mean, do you have any books on Holt? What's his name?
Holborn.
Holborn?
Holborn. There are many books written about him. And there's a fragment of a journal that remains in the library. But that is in the supervised section. You would need to come back tomorrow in order to have a proper retinue of guides to watch over you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Fair enough.
Do that.
Wonderful. If nothing else, I will bid you farewell or allow you to peruse. We will be open for another hour.
Okay. Do we want to go? Do we any independent reading you want to do?
No, I think I'm good. I think we've learned a lot and we can survey it back.
Okay. Can I look for books on what's her name? Remember the names.
What, the Hydra and...
No, oh, Salune.
She looks at you and says, "Ah, Selune. What languages do you know?"
I know, Druidic, Elvish, and Deep Speech.
An interesting reckoning. There are some in Elvish that would be serviceable to you if you wish to read more original text. However, we have a few common translations. It is up to you.
I'll take the Elvish ones.
As you wish. And she leads you to a corner and hands you a few volumes about Saloon, her teachings, her writings when she came into appearance on the divine scene, etc.
Anything stand out that, like, I didn't already particularly know?
Having been raised by druids who worship this patron? No. Not really.
Hold on.
Togepi, anything you're up to? Or are you gonna stick around?
I'm just vibing.
Okay. Then I will go over to Kagi and Berthold. Thank you for your patience, gentlemen. Thank you.
It's some good lore.
I am doing my best here. You guys enter into the festival area, into the carnival, and you see cage after cage after cage of these magnificent beasts. There are jugglers, there are vendors selling trinkets from all around, there are some peanut stands, you know, the normal carnival stuff. Anything in particular you're looking for? There are games.
I know what Berthold's after.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
In all honesty, I'm just looking to strike up casual conversation with anyone at the stalls, see if they know anything about this man of cloth.
Okay. So you go around and you start striking up these different conversations, and you catch a few passing things here and there about how Father Nicholas will walk around and he may in fact be there, and one person says that, "Oh, I saw him over by the carnival games," and another says that he had gone to ride the carousel that was there. So you are currently trying to track him, I take it?
Currently, yes.
Quick
question.
Yes.
How far away are we from the carousel?
How far away are you from the carousel? You are currently about 450 feet.
450 feet, okay. Damn it.
Anything in particular?
Don't be shy. I don't bite.
No. We need to be closer for what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Nowhere is safe for them now.
So I take it you're going to make your way over to the carousel.
Yep.
Berthold, are you going in search of the fair patron? Okay, so you're going to go with Kagi then. I suppose Mommy can wait. Alrighty. The night is still young. So, you headed off in the direction of the Ferris wheel. Once there, you see a number of people wearing monk robes standing there, speaking in a bit of a line, in a group. Make a perception check for me. They are currently speaking.
Happy to help with something if you need it.
Sorry, just so wait till I get to straight. Perception, death. I got an 11.
Okay. You are both... Oh, there goes Sweet Berthold, but he's back on his console. Yes, welcome back.
Nowhere is safe for them now.
So, you, Kagi, are unable to hear anything that they are saying, if they are saying anything at all, because of the din and the noise of the people around. Berthold, you are able to make out faintly that they are speaking in Elvish to one another. But you do not see an elderly figure amongst them.
Okay. I'll turn around to Kagi and I'll just say, listen, there ain't no elderly sort of monk amongst them. We can either try and follow them to see if they go back to wherever they're going, or we can look around
Look
to
at
see
this
where
place.
he is.
Dreadful. I should write a book about it.
There you go. What are you guys doing then?
Kagi.
Eyes open.
Can I roll another perception check to see if I can see if he's on the carousel still?
Yes. Yes, you may.
I'll do that as well.
Go ahead.
A 17.
Yeah, you got the end. I got 12.
Kagi, you see a number of brothers up there, but none of which match this elderly fellow. You look around and you see an elderly fellow in a hooded cloak, long white beard, talking with a mother and her small child, and is making his way out of the festival.
One shot. One shot for every friend we've lost.
Come, Berthold. I found prey.
We shall hunt him.
So we follow the elderly man.
Are you following him, or are you like trying to be sneaky about it, or are you like blatantly following him, or are you going up to him?
Going up to him.
Okay, you go up to him. You approach the elderly fellow. He looks at the two of you and he says, "Good evening, my good fellows. How might I be of service?"
Kagi?
Simple service, really. Might I ask your name?
My name? Absolutely. I am Father Nicholas.
Nowhere is safe for them now.
Oh shit. Here we go, boys.
How might I be of service?
Right.
Well,
I'm not actually saying this. This is my head. But this was the original plan, okay? Was do a perception check round the Ferris wheel. He was on the Ferris wheel. Berto, fireball!
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Oh my god!
Break the bozo!
Hold on. Where's my actions? I ain't got no fireball, but I can do a firebolt. This motherfucker will die. Right, just say when. Just say when, Kanye. I got this shit on hold.
No, we're surrounded by too many people, and yeah.
He's looking at the two of you while this is going on. While you look at each other, and he looks at you, and he's getting a little. He shifts a little uncomfortably, but yeah. Mhm.
Sorry, carry on, Joe.
No, that's it. He's just shifting uncomfortably.
Oh.
Two people talking about fireballing him in front of him.
We've got to take into consideration that we don't know that he killed these innocent people yet. Until Togepi and Cordelia come back to us. So, what information do we know so far?
You guys know
what was
nothing.
told to us in the crypt.
Yes.
Say that again, sorry?
You guys know nothing of what the others know. You only know what was told to you in the crypt by Thomas Ficknell, the Revenant.
I asked Nicholas what his plans are for tonight because I heard that because we was just at this cathedral and we were taking a little look around, and I say to Nicholas that we love the work that has been dedicated to be put in these monks and these cathedrals that have been,
wish to discuss something?
Placed, and was just wondering which ones are you off to next, maybe, that we can have a look at.
He smiles and says, well, the compliments should really go to the masons and to those who are kind enough to build. I thank you for the compliment. I will give them your regards. I am currently off toward the main tent. I believe I will see the first little bit of the show, and then I will go home for the evening. I may have some guests coming along tonight. I'm not sure though if they will arrive. But if not, I wish to be prepared for them. Would you like to accompany me?
I quickly say to him, let me just quickly talk to my dearest, wonderful tiefling friend here, and I'll get back to you.
Absolutely.
Bear in mind, he can see the disdain on my face.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
And he will smile and kind of wait patiently while looking toward the tent, seeing if he can get a seat. Hoping he can get a seat on the lower floor, because he doesn't do stairs the greatest. He's getting old.
My plan is, I say to Kage, I'm willing to stay with Nicholas if you want to get some more information back to the guys on where his location is.
They're heading to another
site. If you want to get back to Merrick and the preacher, or if you want to get back to Cordelia and Togepi and tell him his whereabouts, I can easily stay with him and accompany him and try and keep him in the carnival for as long as I possibly can until we get back.
Thank you, Dad.
Or we can do the roles reverse, but I don't think your anger will suffice.
Nope. Nope. I'll ask questions, and then there'll be a corpse. There won't be an old man.
Yeah, I know. There'll be dust. Fireball.
Crispy.
Yeah. One corpse tends to lead to many more.
Yeah. So
Hitman style. No, it's Skyrim style. You just shoot him in the back of the head and then you fucking crouch.
Okay, so I'll stay with him. I'll possibly ask him for a few games of Dragon Jazz, maybe. If you
The last games you'll ever play, old man.
So if you want to go relay the location back to the other guys, then I'll stay with him.
Okay. I'll head back to I don't know. Because obviously I don't know if they're still at the library or not.
Yeah.
So I will head back to the tavern that we were staying at, just so then, because I assume that's where we're going to meet.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you would have been told by both Merrick and the preacher that they were going in search of the old man, so you could reasonably infer that they have done X, Y, Z.
True.
Well, I assume we found out that he wasn't at the Miskatonic while we were, like, inquiring for him.
You, excuse me, would have made it to his house. A beef stick. It's really good.
Nice.
Smoked meat, so good. Anyway, so you make it to his house, you and Merrick both. Knock on his door, nobody home. Not him anyway. A lovely woman opens the door. In her probably 60s, you would reckon, if you're being kind to her. And
I am not.
Then you really no idea that she's middle-aged. So, anyway.
Gosh, dang! Hurry, you got dust already!
Fuck.
She takes the insult and she takes that as a compliment. She would have told you that he was not at home and that he was currently enjoying the carnival, and he would be back before 9:40.
What time is it now?
It's currently 8 o'clock, 8 to 8:15. You don't really know.
Fuck.
You don't have the keen mind feet.
Okay, you need to be quick, Kage.
I am missing my appointment with mommy.
No, I don't give a fuck about that. I see the old man, I'm gonna pull out his goddamn chin.
So, you offer to play dragon chess with him, is that correct?
No, I go with him to the tent for the first act of whatever this is.
Perfect.
And just
So
keep
you
him company.
You walk into the tent, and as you both walk in, he says, "I know we've only just met, but would you be so kind as to help me? My balance isn't as good as it used to be. Would you? Thank you." And he kind of puts a hand up on your shoulder, and you help him to a seat. You guys sit down, and he smiles and looks around at other people, waves to a few people who know him, and then the ringmaster comes out. And he's there, and he says,
That's what they call me.
"Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my carnival!" And with that, you see a ton of magic just explode all around the tent, and it turns into different things. Some turn into butterflies, others turn into pixies, and they just float around and fly, and the children laugh and clap, and the adults ooh and ah. And he says, "For this evening's main event, we have quite a retinue for you. But first, all the way from the distant western coasts of this magnificent America comes this beast." And he points
chimeras in Western America? I would love that.
And he pushes, and they push forward this cage, medium-sized. And he's there, and he says, "Born from the aegis of the sun, living forever so long as they are not harmed permanently, as most of us live, I present to you Nosh and Lilia, the Phoenix." And he whips off the
Phoenix,
cage.
Arizona, I see what you did there.
He whips off the cage, and these two phoenixes alight. They fly up high into the sky, and they begin to twirl and do different things. And as you watch them, they spiral around and around, and their wings ignite. And they let out this beautiful, sonorous mating call. and it is...
Yo, you're about to see some bird sex.
It is provoking.
I'm
It is
okay
beautiful. And as they spin round and round, the lights in the area dim, allowing just them to illuminate it. And they do corkscrews, figure eights. They fly so close to each other that their wings touch, and they finally do a semicircular arc all the way around and fly back into their cages, their heads pressed against each other, and he quickly throws the sheet back over them and says, "And that is only the beginning." Nicholas is there, and he's like, "Wonderful. That's amazing. Have you ever seen anything like it?" To
Was he
you.
asking me if I've seen anything like it?
Yeah. You're currently
Oh.
his only accompaniment right now, yeah.
Oh, that's so gay. No, I haven't seen anything like it before. It's quite magical.
I agree. I'm going to quickly transition from you to Kagi. Kagi, where have you gone?
I was making a sprint for the library.
Okay, you would have made it to the library because you already know where it is. Inside, you would have found Togepi and Cordelia, because I believe, Togepi, you didn't leave there, did you?
No.
Okay, so you find both Togepi and Cordelia inside.
Okay, guys, may have found Father saying whether Nick's location. Bertolt is currently keeping him company. Hopefully he's playing Dragon Chess with him.
No, I just saw 2 feet.
Yeah, so we've learnt some things.
Okay.
This Thomas dude, his whole family was wrong.
Perfectly cut screen.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Don't
Yeah.
even know what she was going to say next.
I have a feeling it was going to be wrongfully killed.
Yes.
Wrongfully accused. You were close.
Ah. Would you care to elaborate on that, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Who, me?
Either of you?
Currently we have Cordelia away. She's doing homework in real life, but she is not really paying attention to you. She's not actually noticed you came in, Kagi, because she is currently in the antechamber reading over the Elven Tome of Selûne, and she is engrossed in this tome. So she doesn't even know you're there yet.
Okay, so basically, Thomas, so guy with the nice hair, well, person in company, the body of the dude with the nice hair, he went off to Druid school, I'm assuming the same one. Oh yeah, we learned out about Holt as well, but I'll tell you that in a minute.
Aye.
He went to Druid school to become a better person, came back to his family getting killed. When Father Nicholas saw him in the crowd, they were just there like, he's a witch. They killed him and then later found out that it wasn't our family at all. And now once a year on the 13th of October, Father Nicholas goes around with a whip barefoot in town, basically shouting shame on himself.
Okay.
The Holt dude went to the same Druid school. Is that correct, DM?
He did go to Druid school. Holt went to Druid school, and so did Thomas. So, yes, they both had gone to Druidic school. The same Druidic school, actually. Not the same as Cordelia's, though. Cordelia was based out toward Philadelphia. This is in currently in upper Massachusetts area, so nowhere near. But
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, Holt Holborn, he went to Druidic school as a kid because his parents just had enough of him being a bit of a weirdo. Came back and then he was a powerful weirdo. Basically, potentially, the list of his victims was in the hundreds.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But I'm thinking maybe the fact that two people have in common is the Druidic school. That might be what's linked them together, if that's important.
Quickly, as a retcon, I mistook where Cordelia was from. It was South Carolina, highest point in the Appalachians, not Philadelphia. But
okay.
It's been a little while, so just quickly, for whatever. Yeah, that. So.
On the playground is where I spend most of my days.
Fine.
As you were saying, though, I apologize.
We're up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one.
No, sorry, that was basically the TLDR of all.
Okay, fair enough. Cordelia, we're gonna go and find the others. You coming?
She gives a
What the fuck is
wave
the preacher and Merrick been doing?
and says, "Oh yeah, I'll be along. I just want to figure out a few more things. I'll be right behind you."
Let's let her read a book. She might be here a while. We've got 5 days.
I suppose.
I mean, considering we've already found him, we've made good time.
So, you guys are gonna go and meet up with Berthold, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be right back real quick.
Okay.
But yeah.
Take your time. I'm gonna quickly transition to the preacher and Merrick. So, what would you guys have done being presented with the information that he would be back at 9:45 and it was currently 7:30 when you guys asked that, but it isn't? So, what do you
They
do?
are fucking going out into the carnival. Well, the preacher is like, well, I'm not fucking waiting here for fucking 2 hours, so I'll be
Yeah, me either.
down into the...
Let's head out, buddy.
Did you see that fucking glowing shit in the sky?
What's that, huh?
I have no fucking clue.
Come on, you're the magic man. You're meant to know these things.
I'm a fucking cleric!
Is it magic? I still think that's my expertise.
You're fucking melon!
I don't know, maybe that's your good.
I'm sorry, you saying that just didn't sound right.
I know it didn't.
Okay. Let's go to the carnival.
So you all now have met up at the carnival. You are in different areas, but you guys are able to see Berthold and an old man sitting together. Preacher and Merrick.
We're
Kagi.
gonna go up to Berthold and the old man.
Okay. So you all guys start making your way over to Berthold and the older fellow. And he looks and he says, "I believe some of your friends have come to join us." To Berthold.
Yeah, it's Merrick, preacher. This is the Father Nicholas.
I draw my sword.
You actually?
Yes.
You actually draw your sword?
Yes, I'm.
Okay, and then I quickly
The
tell him to
preacher is going to
hold
hold him
instantly.
back and just be like, nah.
There's a fucking crowd. There are a few people that are looking at you with like askance glances, like, "Are you part of the carnival? What is this?"
Excuse me.
The preacher is going to take out an arrow and hold it up to Berthold's throat if he doesn't stop.
Berthold? Rip Bozo.
No, Merrick. I know who I meant.
The old man is semi-startled by this transition of events.
I turn around to the old man and I say, "Don't worry. He's kind of new to meeting people. He's never seen an old person in his life.
I am an old person.
He's never looked in a mirror."
Huh.
He's there and he's like, "Oh, I'm just happy I'm all right. I'm sorry if I've offended you in some way."
No, of course you are.
Yeah, age.
You're just a fucking idiot.
My apologies. I judged
Cordelia is texting to play, and she says she walks in, sees that happen, and smacks Merrick across the face.
Ow.
Cordelia has wounded Merrick's psyche. Take 5d10 psychic damage.
I say what?
To put that in perspective, that's more powerful than the most powerful illusion spell.
Give me a second. What's 5? Let me see if I would survive this.
Nope.
Wait, no, I would. It's only 18.
There is literally.
I got 2 2s or 1. I didn't even see. Oh, 2 2s or 1, a 3 and a 10.
You still would have died.
No.
2 2s, a 1, that's 5, a 3, that's 8, and a 10, that's 18. That's literally 18 on the nose. You would be unconscious.
I have 23 health.
Oh, so you would have made it. That doesn't. You don't actually take that damage. It doesn't exist. I was being a jackass. So.
I dropped my ring.
I'm sorry. So, yeah. He says, "Would you be interested in coming to my home so that we may speak and I can answer your questions?" I have had my fill of them. The old man is just basically asking if you would like to go to his house because he's disturbed and he's kind of getting done with the carnival. He's old.
I refuse kindly and ask if there's anything else that he would like to see, if there's any games. I'm quite a competitive person, and I'm not going to break out the dragon chest quite yet, but I thought we'll look around the carnival game, see if can get a bit competitive, bring back his youth.
He smiles and says, "Back whenever I was a little younger, I used to be rather good at horseshoes."
Horseshoes sounds perfect. I'll gladly take you up on that challenge.
Very good. He smiles and he stands up and he starts making his way out. While he is making his way out, you see that beautiful, tall, 7-foot-tall, red-haired woman with eyes of jasper green walk out with this massive broadsword on her back. And the ringmaster says, "Ladies and gentlemen, from the distant shores of the old world, a tact and wit unlike any you've seen, and wonders beyond your imagination, I present to you Orthina Maple." And she looks at the crowd and raises a hand. And with that hand, she reaches behind her back and pulls out this great sword.
My pronouns are mommy. Sorry, mommy.
Carry on.
She reaches behind her back and grabs this massive 2-hand broadsword in one hand. And she takes it and does a circular flourish with it in an arcing spiral. And then as she does this, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these broadswords just start to appear from the one, and they start to spin in a circle. Then they light on fire, and she begins to throw them up into the air and smack them with the other broadswords in just such a way that she is juggling them while holding the one broadsword in her one hand. And she just ting, ting, ting. And as you hear the metal cling against itself, you hear a song being played from the swords being hit. and it is strange but beautiful and melodic. It gives you a slight reminiscence to Down Under by Men at Work. Ting 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 ting. Exactly. And that is what she, to a degree or another, that is something that she plays while these broadswords are on fire and she's juggling them. And then at the very end, she smacks the hilt of the one, throws them all up in the air, and they land in a perfect triangle, or rather a star. 5-pointed star, her in the middle of them, and she looks up, looks across the crowd, sees you, Berthold, gives you a wink and a wave, and with the wave, a large plume of smoke comes up. There's a bright of fire, and a dragon's maw opens up, and the dragon's head is there, and it looks around. It's on fire, and it snorts and dissipates, and she is no longer there. But the 5 swords still remain, with a red scarf tied to one that is now in the center, a 6th sword.
Okay, I tell Marika and the preacher to take the old man over to the horseshoes while I quickly grab that one specific sword with the scarf on it, and I'll keep it for myself.
Jeez, he lives.
It's
You think I'm joking? That's my weapon now. I will be using that in combat.
The sorcerer who wields a great sword.
Yeah.
Great sword made of mummy.
Oh,
it's called...
Mommy, sorry, mommy.
It's called the milker. The milking blade.
The way you described that act, what she was doing, might be fucking feral.
I know.
That's the best way to describe it.
That's how I felt, and I'm describing it. I'm coming up with this on the fly, and I'm like, oh, I'm coming in love with my own character. It's what it is. It's happening.
She's my character now.
She's mine now, John.
As Geo's DM career progresses, just like, oh shit, am I into this? Oh fuck, I am into this.
I'm into this. I'm into
Angel
7...
realizes she needs to stop wearing thigh-high fishnets.
Ami! She just sent...
Heard it here first, folks.
She sent me the face.
You know, I can still hear you.
Oh yeah, we know.
That was the point.
Oh, mommy. I'll still take that sword though. That is my sword until I die.
You can... So you want to jump into the ring while the show is still going on?
Try.
You can certainly try to jump into the ring and try and grab that broadsword. Okay.
I will.
The 2-handed sword, by the way.
Yeah.
Which means it's heavy.
So with that, you see Berthold literally jump into the ring. Gives the old man to you, says, I'll be right back. Jumps into the ring and dead sprints toward the broadsword in the center. While the tent master is currently out. And he's there and he's speaking to the crowd, and he sees Berthold sprinting towards the sword, and he's like, Sir, what are you doing?
I said, don't worry, sir. This is all part of the act. I'm kind of new.
He's like, I don't remember seeing you before. God!
Don't worry, I'm an acquaintance of the red-haired mommy. I mean, sword woman.
I mean, mommy.
You don't even know her name, God!
Oh, come on, let's give this guy a chance to roll charisma.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage. Oh, thank you, Claudia. Roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Fucker.
No,
okay, just straight advantage.
While that's happening,
Straight.
the creature's going to fucking run up and cast guidance on him.
Oh my god!
No, honestly, he's
A persuasion check, yeah?
A deception check because you're lying because you're telling him...
Deception.
Yeah, you're trying to lie to him.
Deception. I can't find it.
Add a D4 to that D20 roll.
Add a D4 to the D20 roll.
Yes, because the preacher slapped guidance on you.
11 plus 5 on modifier, 16 plus the 420.
He believes you. Yeah, let me roll an insight check here really quick. That's a natural 3. He believes you.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I'm not upset. I'm not
The
upset.
preacher looks at you.
I wanted
seeing
this.
that it succeeded. The preacher looks at you since you succeeded, and he fucking leans into your ear and says, "Never say I didn't do anything for you."
I just picture the fucking meme with the guy on the motorcycle with the brown jacket and the beard and the hair, and he's just smiling the nod again. Like the tears in his eyes. Oh. Well, there you go. You run into the ring, you grab the sword in the middle with the scarf. What are you doing? What's your act?
I grab the sword, and to make it be believable, I grab another sword.
Okay.
I balance them both on top of my horns.
Okay.
Continue to throw them up. Do a backflip. Whilst the swords are in the air, I cast firebolt onto them to ignite them, and they land hilt onto my horns again.
You're setting fire to Mummy?
I'm gonna ask you to make,
Is that dex check?
No, that's probably a performance check. I'll have you make a performance
That scales
check.
off of dexterity, because no way charisma is gonna help you with that.
What do you want me to do?
Performance. Make a performance check for me.
Oh, fuck.
I can't believe you've done this.
11 plus 3, 14.
Guidance. I should have said that beforehand.
4, 18.
18! You do it! You're doing it almost as well as you said it! You actually do it!
Oh my god.
The crowd goes wild.
You were that fucking skilled with
The
those
crowd
things.
applauses you. They're like, well done! And you stand there getting applause. And there are many women who are there, and they're applauding you, and they're twirling their hair.
About the women. I want Mummy.
Mommy.
And you are holding you are now holding a broadsword.
Hell yeah, James.
And one by one, the swords on top of your heads, on top of your horns rather, that are on fire, they disappear one by one until you are holding the very sword that you desired in your hand, and it is the only one that has not disappeared, with the red scarf tied around.
I keep the sword in both my hands, sheath it on my back, and continue to do a manly bow and run back off into the crowd.
The preacher is fucking dumbfounded and just looking at him. It's like, I didn't think that would work.
I look at the preacher. I says, "You don't talk about this to anybody, especially Kagi."
He does the whole sips.
We're all there now. We saw everything.
Fuck. Hi guys. Did you enjoy my show?
I certainly did. And a very tall, red-haired woman stands behind you.
Oh my god, Mummy, hi. I mean...
She looks down and smiles at you and says, very impressive. I remember you from earlier in the tavern.
Yes, that's
The preacher is gonna look down and see if he has a fucking rock hard cock.
I had a whole reprimand for...
You ain't gonna need an insight check for that one.
And now that you've introduced her, I just have to sit back and let this play out.
I'm like, hi, did you enjoy my show?
You did very wonderfully.
I needed to make do with the props that were already placed out for me. And you did perfect with those placements.
I certainly didn't
While that's
expect
happening,
that.
the preacher's just gonna like tap him on the shoulder, give him another little guidance, because it's a cantrip.
God!
He's also gonna give Joshy a resistance to psychic damage using the resistance spell.
Oh, see, I was going to use enhance ability to give him advantage on charisma checks.
Oh my god. I'm getting wingman by everyone. I love you all.
I would like to roll a persuasion check, make her convinced he's rich. Give me a second.
But yeah, I'm fucking buttering Joshy up with as much shit as I can. I'm giving him a guidance, I'm giving him a resistance to psychic damage, to like psychic attack.
Remember that time you lent me that much gold so I could help you at the orphanage? Thanks for that, bro.
Pulls up in Lambo, this is yours, sir.
So, I just rolled a persuasion of 19 and my modifier is 3, so, yeah, I do the same.
What are you saying?
So you guys are both trying to make it seem like he's rich?
Yeah.
To her. Well, you guys very passively are just doing things that would make him seem like he is a rich man.
Sir, please, I need my wages.
He's Jeffrey Bezos!
Oh my
god! Okay.
Jeffrey, please! I need to go to the bathroom, man!
Hear me out. I'm
Angel just sent, we are getting Joshy laid. Angel just sent, we are getting Joshy laid. Oh my god.
Hey, you're the person
I can very quickly turn this persuasion around on you.
Jeffrey Bezos.
She sees.
When you go to Cargill, I say, you know, like how much we have resentment towards each other. So you see, when you get down on your knees and says, "Please, sir, where's my wages?" I'll just look at you and just give you that dirtiest smirk. Like you know exactly what you've done. And I'll be second of it.
I feel like he's more happy to have Kage on his knees than he is the woman.
For every action there is an equal and opposite.
The law of equivalent exchange.
This is the law of equivalent exchange. She looks at all of you and says, "You were all from the tavern earlier. I remember you."
Yes, and he's not actually rich. He's playing a trick on him.
But he did almost die today.
Yes, he did almost die today. Very bravely, might I add. He was fighting a bunch of flaming skulls in the basement of a church. He also killed an ogre single-handedly with his burning hands.
But the thought of your flowing red hair just gave me so much more vigor. My life just sprung back into my step and I overcame these beasts.
She laughs melodically and looks at you and says, "That has to be one of the more interesting lines I've heard. But I'm not opposed to it. I'm glad you were able to make it to see this show."
Rock hard.
Anything for you?
Hold on.
She puts a hand on your shoulder and holds out the other one and says, "Might I have my broadsword back? You may keep the scarf."
Of course!
She smiles the biggest smile and takes her broadsword from you, puts it back onto her back, and gives you a kiss on the forehead while she runs a finger up one of your horns.
Mummy, I mean,
look at the thing I sent into chat.
I will be wearing that scarf constantly around my neck.
He ain't washing it.
You take the scarf and you put it around your neck, and it smells of a very beautiful. No, it smells of a very beautiful perfume. Think of your favorite perfume scent, and that is exactly what it smells like.
There are no words
bushy
to describe how spectacularly erect.
My arsehole collapsed.
Handle all these safety signs around this dungeon hole. I've got a jet off on my swan to take care of some royal junk.
You got it, princess. Whatever you want, mama. Whatever you want.
Literally
me.
And there's a hint of lavender as well as sage, and almost like a candy-like sweetness scent to it. Not in a nasty way, but like in a ooh way.
Wait, is she still with us, or has she walked away?
Yeah, she's still there. She's just giving you the scarf, and she's watched you put it on. She says, "Looks good on you."
Thank you, Mom. I mean, fuck.
The preacher is gonna cast Bless on this man, discarding both resistance and guidance. He's gonna give him Bless so he can use that on whatever roll he wants.
Okay.
He's also going to say, use it on Constitution so you don't fucking come before you get in bed.
Okay, so I gratefully ask her if she's busy later on tonight.
Tonight, packing predominantly. We will be leaving in the morning.
In the morning? Are you busy later on tonight? Maybe around the strike of midnight?
Midnight?
Mind you, that lasts for an hour.
Now you may make a persuasion check with all of
how many buffs have I got?
Yeah, with all your different buffs.
You get to roll twice and take the higher of the rolls.
Add a D4 to it as well. Add a D4 to that roll as well.
Okay, so what checks do I have?
Roll a D20 twice.
Add a D4 to that roll.
And actually, I want you to make a charisma check. Just a straight charisma check. Because this isn't persuasion. This is just straight charisma.
Hey, just take my roll, take my roll.
Take my nat 20.
Don't forget to add a D4
I'll roll
to
for
that.
you to take it.
What did you get?
22.
Okay, so
I want Berthold to roll this. This is for him. He must earn it.
What is this on persuasion specifically?
No, just a straight charisma.
Just roll your charisma.
Add a D4 to it.
Okay, so roll. Okay, so I got a 19.
Okay.
Plus my 3 in charisma.
You can roll it again to try and get a nat 20.
You see what I get.
That's
a nat 20. That's a nat 20.
He's about to be defiled.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I got a nat 20. Plus the 3, so that's 23 plus a D4. Hold on.
So you roll.
Oh, so that's 23 plus. Wait, and that's a 3. So what does that mean?
So you got 26.
26.
26.
She's impossibly erect now.
What other buffs do I have? I swear there was more.
I swear there's more.
We took
Don't
about
say
20
that
minutes
later
just
on in
getting
the
Josh
evening.
laid.
Yes, you did.
Worth it.
She looks at you, and there is a smile that creeps all the way across her face. And as she's looking down at you, and she says, "I don't think I have anything going on around midnight. My tent is on the outskirts of the tent."
Which one, sorry?
I'm on the outskirts of the camp. Red camp.
Outskirts of the camp. Is it secluded? Is there any other camps nearby?
Nothing nearby. I will enjoy your help packing.
Oh, I'll be helping you packing.
And she looks at you and winks and says, "I'll count on it." And she says, "I count on it."
With a wink.
With a wink.
Oh, stop it, Angel.
And no, that's what I said. The Angel's literally echoing me.
Stop it, Gio. Stop it.
There are no words on God's green earth to describe how impossibly erect I am.
And with that, she walks off and gives you a wave. And you are currently wearing her scarf.
You did it!
Oh, Okay, right. Breathe, 1, 2, 3. Breathe, 1, 2, 3. Okay, old man, let's go play some horseshoes.
The old man looks at you, and looks over at her, and looks back at you and says, immorality. And just begins to walk. But then he turns and says it with the biggest smile on his face. Immorality.
My boy.
And walks
He
away.
knows what's going on.
He goes to the horseshoes.
He knows what's good.
Okay, so Toga feed thingy are here now. So we're on our way to the horseshoes with everybody behind us, blah 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 blah. We don't know nothing about what's going on so far.
No. You guys don't know, but
those two.
Togepi and Cordelia do.
Okay, what do you two want to do? Do you want to watch us play horseshoes for a bit before you spill the beans and then we go back to his house?
Or you could spill the beans to the ones who are observing while the two of them play horseshoes.
Yes.
I sincerely hope that woman didn't notice all of the fucking guidance spells we were casting on her.
Oh, she saw all of it happening, but she just liked Berthold.
I think most of those are, like, silent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, mine's a touch, so...
Yeah, mine was a touch. We were just clapping.
You're all just touching Berthold. You're just, like, grabbing him by an ass.
He's like that anime protagonist moment at the end battle of, like, the entire series. It's like the end battle of the entire series, and every single dead side character was just putting their hand on his shoulder.
Yeah. Anyways, you were saying...
We have 5 days. I think this discussion could wait till we get to the tavern tonight.
Come here
Yes.
and let me look at you.
I won't be at the tavern tonight.
We know.
So for the sake of brevity, do you want me to just say that you don't tell them anything unless they ask? And if that is the case, do any of you ask to learn the information that only these two know?
I wouldn't be known at all because I'm playing with him so far.
Yeah. So while I actually do want to play this game with you, Joshi, take your D20.
Fuck.
We're going to roll, and to see who is able to play horseshoes better. Roll your D20 5 times. And tell me the rolls individually as you roll them. So you're rolling against me.
Okay.
Bless you, Faith.
Ready?
Bless you, Faith. Yep, I'm ready. What you get?
Our first one is a 7.
His is a 19. Your first horseshoe goes wide. You put a little bit of oomph behind it. He smiles, and then he's like, I wish I had that strength again. And he throws it, and it goes ting, and it wraps around the stake in the ground and lands perfectly at the foot of it. And he's like, he just smiles up at you. He's like, next.
You still got it, old man. You still got it.
I've not played this game in an age. What'd you get?
Okay. My next throw is 18.
Ooh, the next one, after getting the feel of the horseshoe, you throw it and it ping, wraps around and lands perfectly. The old man picks up his and he throws it and it rolls and it gets close, but it doesn't go around the horseshoe. He rolled a 15, so you're 1 for 1 now. He smiles and he's like, there you go, you've got it now. Roll again.
I think I just got the charisma from you, old man.
He just smiles.
I
and
got a
laughs.
15.
A 15. Your third horseshoe lands right next to where the old man's had the prior round. This one from the old man goes a little wide to the left. After measuring it quickly, the old man is farther away than you are, so you win the third round. Fourth round.
Fourth round. Fuck, I got a 5.
17. Yours goes and just slips out of your hand and kind of does a pinwheel and falls very short. His ping smacks the stake and then slides back a little bit, but is clearly closer. He smiles. He's like, "I'm around. The pressure's on." Last roll.
Last roll. You're taking the piss.
At this point, he throws it and it hits the it hits the stall keep in the head.
I got a nat 1.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
You go
Don't worry,
to
I've
throw
handed
it.
out 4 of them tonight.
And
I
as
hope
you,
your child doesn't likes brain damage.
as you throw the horseshoe, the old man, not really paying attention, throws his as well. They fly almost perfectly, and as yours arcs higher than his by a margin, because he's just not as strong as you, a random bird poof, hits your horseshoe midair. You break its neck, and the old man's horseshoe ping, and wraps around the stake, and he's like, "Good gracious me, I've never seen anything like that."
Sorry,
Good thing we weren't playing
quite
for
worn
money.
out today. I'm quite worn out today from our recent battles. My arm's kind of in a sore after mode.
Of course.
Hopefully we can rematch tomorrow.
Absolutely. And if you would like to come to my home at some point, or if you would like to hear the lesson tomorrow at church, service begins at 11 o'clock. Bible study is at 10.
Wonderful.
You have
we'll
a
have
one...
to see what me and my other comrades do, are doing. We'll have to see if we can attend.
Wonderful. Well, I hope to see you there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. He takes a nod and he just begins to walk up towards his tent. His home, rather. On 23rd Street, the final home. So
what's the time by now?
You two, the preacher
10
is
o'clock.
pointing up.
10:30
I'm sorry
actually.
for interrupting,
No, you're
Josh.
good. You're good.
No, it's fine. I was just asking for the time in
Joshy, wait, no, not Joshy. So, what did you two learn? You two went to the library, correct? The preacher is pointing at Cordelia and Togepi.
I think it would be best to discuss this back in our tavern and
Yeah, what she said.
Well,
I'll
let's get
quickly
going, and let's make it quickly.
I'll quickly whisper over to Miracle, says, I won't be at the tavern by that time. Just take notes to me, please.
I'll fill you in, Homeslice.
Sure thing.
She's my guy.
Who are you talking to? He was whispering at me, preacher, you dumb slut.
The preacher...
Back in 1910, you're a dumb slut. What are you saying, dickhead?
The preacher hears Merrick tell him to shut up, and he's just there like, oh. Elijah, stop!
Oh, he'd be speaking a tongue lower than common.
But yes, anyway.
That's literally Londoners, a tongue lower than common.
The preacher sulks and says an infernal to Bertold, and whoever can understand like infernal, they will they can hear this too. But he's going to send in. Where the fuck are you? There you are.
Everything depends on the Vanguard.
Oh, I do know Infernal. Oh, you say that to me?
You're muted, Jeebles.
Okay, so thank you, Zay.
Fuck you, man.
Oh, that's okay. For the sake of brevity and just for storytelling, I will say that you guys all go back to your inn. Yeah, unless there's something you guys want to do at 10 o'clock at night.
I'm gonna make my way over to Mommy's tent.
She did
2 hours early.
specifically say midnight.
So, he's just gonna
Yeah,
piss
I'm-
outside.
You probably
No.
understand Infernal to Kagi.
I do too.
It's gonna be absolutely hilarious if she's a hag.
No, I'm gonna go over to her tent and
What she's-
I'm just gonna politely ask if she needs any help packing for tomorrow's morning.
Alright, well, for the sake of storytelling, I will say that the others go back to the inn, because I'm gonna guess that's where you guys were all going anyway, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you all go back to the inn, you check in for the night, you make your rooms nice, you go to sleep. Berthold, you wait patiently at the outside of her tent, and you see her walking in, and she sees you, and she gets a smile across her face. She's a bit tired, as you can tell, but she's pleased to see you. She invites you into her tent, and on and on the inside of her tent, you see that it is beautifully furnished with different rugs of exotic quality, and it's got a wonderful scent, the same aroma as the scarf.
Sex on the floor. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna do it just for you. I'm gonna do it.
She's there, and she is she just like takes her broadsword off, and she's working her shoulders like she she tries to knead the muscles on her back.
That's okay, baby girl. If you take a seat right here, I can give you a massage for your shoulders.
She's there and she says, "Oh, would you? That would be wonderful." And she sits back and lets you massage her shoulders.
Yo, do we need to be here for this
And-
in-depth detail?
And as you massage her shoulders, you feel an immense amount of muscle. Like it is.
Oh, fuck yes.
It is.
Explain more,
She
please.
is toned. She is very well toned, very well defined, very well built. And she gives you instruction as to where it would be better to massage than other places. And then at one point, she just turns around and gives you a smile, looks you up and down, picks you up and begins to hold you in the air and kiss you. And
oh yeah.
from there, we fade to black. And needless to say, you have the night of your life with
Hey, you guys ever seen a watermelon
Orfina
crush
Maple.
between thighs?
Treat my head like a watermelon in between those thighs, crush it, baby girl.
Fuck's sake.
So,
oh god.
yes, Berthold, you have a wonderful night with an
Get
Amazon.
laid any percent. Only took 5 sessions.
That would be hilarious, but it is true.
Was it a Lego thing, Susan?
This isn't a request.
It's not a request, I know, but your tactics, they scare me, sir.
Y'all don't have context.
No, but I do. Oh my god.
Mission accomplished. Great work.
Berthold, you do not sleep. Actually, no. Make a constitution check for me. I want you to make a constitution check for me.
Please, please do as I texted.
Has any of these buffs on me?
They would have worn
lasted?
off by now.
Okay.
Make a straight constitution check.
Where's my skills? Where is it? Where is it?
You
Oh,
got
right.
this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
My modifier is a +1. I'm scared.
Just roll high, coward, stupid.
I got a 19.
Oh
I got a 19.
There's love that was experienced. There's actual love. There's feeling and emotion.
Josh has never felt that.
There's caring.
That's in real life.
Describe that
this is a game.
There's caring in that moment, and
Have you ever been in love? Do you want me
and
to
an
describe
attachment.
it to you?
Would you like me to find you a box? There's attachment, there's emotion, and there's caring, and cuddles, and
Wholesome
you
shit.
get a restful night's sleep somehow.
Oh, yeah.
So you may take a long rest. And
fuck yeah.
And it, yeah.
Okay, now that like there's emotion and attachment shit that's been going on, can she join our party?
No.
When you wake up in the morning, you are actually not in her tent. You wake up you wake up and you are back in your inn.
Fairfield.
You are back in the inn, in your bed, with a note from this lady. And there is a red kiss mark on it, and the scarf is tied around your wrists, which are being bound together.
Oh fuck yes! Oh no, that was great.
And she hopes to see you again, but she must be off. But she won't forget you. She promises that in her note.
Wholesome.
Yes, Faith, it is sweet. After I smashed her brains, I mean.
You have the scarf, and you are a happy man. You're also 5 gold poorer, but you're a happy man.
5 gold poorer. Did she steal from it?
You don't No, she paid for your room, which the innkeeper tells you about later. She's like, she paid for your room because you didn't pay for it, and I wasn't gonna let you in. The innkeeper explains that too. She's like, it's past 5 in the morning when she brings you in. You're unconscious, you're burbling and gurgling, and I didn't get my payment. So I wasn't gonna let you stay. But she begged and pleaded, the sweet glass. Rather large too, you can't ignore that.
That's my girl.
So yes, you are technically 5 gold less expensive because of an inconvenience cost. But it pays for breakfast and you're in room for that night.
Yes, my beloved.
Okay, I'll take 5 gold off in a second.
Perfect. And that was your night with Ornthina Maple.
He's committing that to memory now.
You get it to me?
I'll spell it for you. O-R-T-H.
Oh wait, shit, hold on. I'm pouring a drink at the moment.
Kind of like Athena, but with an O-R at the beginning.
Kind of.
Come on, drink. Stop bubbling. Pen. Ah, yes, I always keep pens.
You're the fucking thief.
Shut your goddamn mouth, you whore. What's her name?
O-R.
It's the one who just takes you so
T-H.
C-H.
E-N-I-A. M-A-P-L-E, like the tree, maple.
Oh, sword, dear, you're gonna get me fantasizing tonight.
And like that, I have done a good and sinful deed.
Jesus will not forget this, huh?
No, but maybe he'll respect it? I don't know.
Oh, he definitely will respect it. You've done a good deed tonight, Jeff.
He's like, I have given him gifts.
Just to be clear.
And, yeah, thanks, Hella! I saw that.
With that con save, he did last more than 30 seconds, my guy.
31.
31 and a half, give him some credit.
Okay, that's enough of me now. Let's go back to the morning.
I was actually going to wrap up the session there, in fairness. We've been at this for over 2.5 hours, and that was a pretty good place to lay rest.
Yeah, he definitely rested.
Yeah, you all
really
take...
goddamn did.
Yeah, all of you take the long rest function.
Mission accomplished, great work.
And
Bitch, shut up.
I am flabbergasted.
I'd just like to make it abundantly clear, I was begging Geo to give you an STD.
Yes, he was. He's like, give him STDs.
I got a 19 on my constitution, so fuck
yes,
you.
You didn't. You were fine, because she didn't have any.
She should have.
Nope.
No, there's my wife.
No,
That's
shut
my
up.
boo. She clean. She clean as a new shovel.
Not anymore.
So she dirty after one use, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. She real
And that
dirty.
means I dealt you with the first. I'm sorry.
I'm the first one in my mind.
You guys are something else.
Gio,
Yes.
thank you so much for tonight, dude. This session was really good.
My absolute pleasure.
You're just happy because he got
was,
low.
huh?
No, genuinely, like throughout all of it, the storytelling was fucking immaculate, dude. Seriously. With coming
Thank
up
you.
on the spot, as well as the dates, time specifics, deaths, in depth with it. It was fucking insane. I really enjoyed that.
I'm glad you guys liked it. If there's anything you feel like I should have done better, I tried to displace time evenly. I know I didn't do well with the American Preacher. I am going to do what you requested, not there, but the last time we played this. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I've enjoyed it a lot.
Who's bussing?
So, yeah,
unequivocally bussing.
Bussing.
Jedediah, that was unequivocally and irrevocably bussing.
What's everybody doing now then?
What?
Playing for an honor right now.
Trials? Question mark?
Say less, Martha?
Suck my dick.
Shut up, Zay, you're not coming, you've been flawless. Whore. Two timing
so
slag.
this was to me.
Yes.
Fuck it, I'll play some Trials of Germans as play.
Alright, let me go pool.
Now, I cannot agree to this purely because I don't want to be the one responsible for the detriment to, the lack of mental health he already has.
We all like that, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't want to be a factor of what made it worse.
You can't get worse than what my head's going through currently, my friend.
Oh, believe me, you can.
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to... I'm convincing myself.
he believes. He's beginning to believe.
What are you doing anyway, Gio? What are you doing?
I am not really doing much of anything. Well, that's a lie. What I am doing is I'm just messing around. I'm making her a character because she's earned of a character.
You're making my character.
So,
if
yeah.
nobody wants to do trials, do we want to just play normal Crucible?
We could do. I will join you at some point. I'm going to quickly talk to Angel while she takes a walk, so she will do that. I will be back at some point, but
okay.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to probably turn off my PS5 just to let it rest and sleep.
Yeah,
but
thank you again, dude. Honestly,
my
I really
pleasure.
enjoyed this session.
Yeah, absolutely. End of broadcast, obviously.